odds for the next coach, though, are like this. This is what we're looking at right now. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about who these players will be showing up for come next season. Archie, we're actually hearing that Julian Nagelsmann's been linked with a return. We see him at 8-1 here. What more can you tell us about that?
So my reading of the Nagelsmann story is as follows. I think that the info I was told was that the Bayern board, after they sacked him, saw him as arrogant. And I think for there to be the kind of U-turn now, for him to come back in, I can't see that. Where has this story come from then? Is it Julian Nagelsmann's people saying, "Hi, just to let you know that after the Euros are done, Julian will be available for business again"? Perhaps. Is it somebody on the Bayern side of things saying, "Oh, look, Julian Nagelsmann gave this interview in Germany last week saying that it was misreported, his side of the story, what happened at Bayern, and how he had permission to go away for a day and had actually this skiing holiday which a lot was made of. He was away for a day and had been in the office, unlike people above him. So is it somebody who's trying to then spark another story out of it? All in all, Kay, I can't see it. I'd be very surprised. But then again, I said to you in July that I thought there was a greater chance of us seeing Stevie and Lederhosen and then Harry Kane moving to Bayern. And look what happened.
Nobody wants to see Stevie and Lederhosen. That's the issue right there.
But obviously, a lot of the reports we're seeing is not Stevie and Lederhosen. Thank you very much. Is Bayern still set on Xabi Alonso? What's the latest there?
Trying to get an answer out of Xabi Alonso to a question that he doesn't want to answer is equivalent to trying to draw blood from a stone. He is very much in his own path, and we will find out when Xabi Alonso wants us to find out when what his next move will be. I do think the longer time goes on that I think, could he stay on at Leverkusen for another year? I don't think now is a good time for him to go to Bayern Munich. To jump from what is a relatively pressure-free environment from Leverkusen into Bayern, where I think they are less forgiving of if you don't win a game than they would be at Liverpool, for example. I think Liverpool would be more welcoming, even if there is a huge amount of pressure on that job as well, following in Jurgen Klopp's footsteps. I think that is a more comfortable ride for him, and would be a better pick than going to Bayern right now, given everything that's happening there. And yeah, I think for now there is no real movement in it. I'm interested to see how he gets on this weekend. We'll be at the game, this derby away at Cologne. And this promises to be a potential, a tricky game, even though Cologne are in all sorts of trouble, not having a good season, just because of the kind of atmosphere that these derby games can produce. And it's the sort of hurdle that you need to negotiate if you want to become champion.